guys, welcome back to Mums and Reptiles. Hi, if you're new, my name's Sarah and I do all sorts of different content. So at the moment I'm doing mum stuff, so breastfeeding, childbirth, toddler tips, fashion hauls with a sprinkle of reptile in there. And I also will be doing some Thermomix content as well. So that will be coming shortly. So today we are getting into 5 things I do with my children to make their dad going back to work a little easier. So for those who don't know, my partner is FIFO. So he's home for 2 weeks and then he's gone for 2 weeks. And the first few days are quite tough, mainly for my children, but they are for me as well. So if any parents out there are going through something similar, even if it's what is it called? Even if it is co-parenting, some of these tips can make it a little bit easier to transition back into your routine. So number 5, this one's gonna be a little bit controversial for some people, but we do usually have like a shower or a bath together just to get it out of the way. My partner usually leaves later in the afternoon, so the kids are tired, I'm tired, and everyone's just a little dysregulated. So it's easier for all of us just to jump in the shower and the kids have their toys and they play in there. Yes, when my children get older, this will not be happening anymore. I do have a boy and a girl, but my son's 3 and my daughter is 1. And I also don't want to push on them that their body is anything to be ashamed of, or, you know, I don't want it to be a weird thing. But yeah, as they get older, that won't happen anymore. So number 4, they obviously get a bunch of extra cuddles. It really depends on the week. Sometimes my kids are a bit more clingy and a bit sooky and just not having a good time. Other times they don't really seem to care at all. But yeah, most of the time they get extra cuddles and yeah, extra loved on. So number 3, they get TV. They get unlimited TV for the first couple of days. Yes, I know my daughter technically shouldn't be watching TV or having any screen time, but I've got shit to do. My kids are, you know, missing their dad already. They get screen time. If there are any other activities like that they want to do, like play with Play-Doh or go outside or paint or help me make food or whatever it is, I would take that over them watching TV. But for the most part in the afternoons, for the first couple of days, they can have as much TV as they like. So number 2, they get 2 grace period days. So those are the days where I will be a little bit more lenient. A bit more lenient with them having food in their room. My son is huge on when it's bedtime, he pulls the I'm hungry card, usually because he hasn't eaten dinner. But for the first couple of days, I let that slide and just let him do his thing. But that also, the 2-day grace period also accounts for having meltdowns. Being cranky, not speaking to each other super nicely. I do allow myself a little bit of grace as well. I do have a severe generalized anxiety disorder. And I've recently come off the medication for it. I didn't want to be on medication long term, but that is for another day. So yeah, we give everyone in the house a 2-day grace period, and just, yeah, let, you know, some things slide, obviously within reason, but yeah. And number 1, for the day that my partner goes back to work, we all get takeout for dinner. So not my partner, obviously, because he'll be on the plane by then. But yeah, I let the kids decide what takeout they want. They get takeout. As I said earlier, I'm tired, they're tired. The day that my partner leaves for work is usually quite a busy day, as he's getting ready, you know, packing his stuff, getting all that sorted, and we've got a bunch of errands usually to run. So yeah, I give them a little treat and myself a treat, and we usually have takeout that night, but that's usually just that night. I don't like to keep doing it. So yeah, those are the 5 things I do with my kids when my partner goes back to work. I hope it makes it a little easier for, you know, other people in similar situations, especially the 2-day grace period. I know, and I've heard from a lot of other mums and dads, that when they're co-parenting, the kids will come home from the other parent and they'll just be rambunctious and kind of, for lack of a better description, little shits. You know, and it's really important to allow your kids and yourself a grace period. Every, like, the set of rules are different, things are changing, especially if you've got little kids. Yeah, give them time to get back into that routine and transition. I used to call them transitional days because that's exactly what they are. And I'll usually find that the first few days my kids are rough. But yeah, so I hope that helps, guys. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.